Hello everyone. In this video, I am going to explain trigonometric function of a real number. So, dear children, in earlier classes we have to study trigonometric ratio for acute angle as the ratio of side of a right angle triangle. Okay. We will now extend the definition of trigonometric ratio of any angle in the radian measure. Okay, so we have already discussed the radian measure of an angle and real number are same. Okay, so dear children, let us consider a unit circle with center is the coordinate axis. Okay, let us consider a unit circle with center as the coordinate axis. This is coordinate axis and a unit circle whose center is the coordinate axis. Okay. This is the center O. And let this is a point A whose coordinate is 1, 0. This is point B whose coordinate is 0, 1. And C minus 1, 0. This is D. Coordinate is 0, minus 1. Okay. Let us consider a point P whose coordinate is A, B on the circle. Okay, with angle AOP, with angle AOP, and with angle AOP equal to x radian. Okay, and the length of arc AP is x. Okay. The length of arc AP is x. This length AP is x and angle AOP is x radian. Okay, x radian. Now draw a perpendicular from the point P on the x-axis. Perpendicular PM on x-axis. Okay. Then the distance OM is A and P is B. Now define the trigonometric ratio in this right angle triangle PMO. Okay. PMO. So here cos theta equal to cos theta equal to projection on x axis upon length of radius. Okay, projection of radius on x axis upon length of radius. And in another way we can also say this is a right angle triangle, then this side is base and this is hypotenuse. So cos theta equal to OM upon OP. OM upon OP. So here OP is the radius of the circle, 1 unit. Okay, this is 1 unit. Now substituting the value OM equal to A and radius OP is 1 unit. So here the value of cos theta equal to A. Okay children, and similarly taking sine theta. Okay, here not theta, use x. Okay, x, because we taking angle x. So this is not theta, x. Cos x equal to m upon p, and cos x equal to a, and sin x equal to perpendicular upon hypotenuse. So this means projection of radiation y axis upon length of radius. Projection is pm, pm upon op. So this is b upon a. So sin x equal to b. So here we observe the coordinate of point a comma b is, the coordinate of point a comma b. Okay, a comma b define a equal to cos x and b equal to sin x. Okay, so sin x, a equal to sin x and b equal to cos x is called circular function. This is also called circular function. Clear, children? Okay, now look at right angle triangle. Right angle triangle POM. Applying Pythagoras theorem. So OM square plus PM square equal to 1. So OM is A. This is right, A square plus PM is B. So B square equal to 1. So here we have the relation. Okay, A square plus B square equal to 1. So every point on the unit circle. So every point on the unit circle we have A square plus B square 1, and otherwise after substituting the value of A and B we will get cos square x plus sin square x equal to 1. Cos square x plus sin square x equal to 1. Okay. So dear children, after one evaluation, the angle AOP subtend 2 pi radian. Okay, after one complete revaluation, subtend angle 2 pi radian. Here we can see after one revaluation, subtend an angle 2 pi radian. Okay, so at the center of the circle, we have here angle AOB. Angle AOB equal to pi by 2. Angle AOC equal to angle AOC equal to pi, and angle AOD equal to 3 pi by 2, and angle AOA. Okay, angle AOA equal to 2 pi. Okay, AOA equal to 2 pi. So here see that all angle, okay, all angle is a multiple of pi by 2. Okay, here all angle is a multiple of pi by 2. Okay, all angle is a integral multiple of pi by 2, and each angle is called here this is quadrantal angle. This is also called quadrantal angle. Okay. And the coordinate here we can also see the coordinate of A is 1, 0, B is 0, 1, C is -1, 0, and D is 0, -1. Okay, so therefore four quadrantal angle we have here. Cos 0 degree, okay, cos 0 degree equal to 1, and cos and sin 0 degree, okay, sin 0 degree equal to 0. If the radius lies on the x-axis, then angle between them is 0. So cos 0 equal to 1 and sin 0 equal to 0. And again, if the radius reach at point B, then we have to move an angle pi by 2. So what is the value of the sin and cos pi by 2? Then cos pi by 2 equal to 0, and sin pi by 2 equal to 1. Okay. Next, again, if reach at point C, then cos pi equal to -1 and sin pi equal to 0. And similarly at point D, cos 3 pi by 2 equal to 1 and 0, and sin 3 pi by 2 equal to sin 3 pi by 2 equal to -1. And again, after rotation reach the point A, then one complete revaluation is completed. So cos 2 pi equal to 0, comma sin 2 pi, this is cos 2 pi equal to 1 and sin 2 pi equal to 0. Okay children, so now here one complete revaluation of point P, come back the initial position. Okay, come back the same point at P. Thus we also observe if x is increases. Okay, here we also observe if x is increases the integral by any integral multiple of 2 pi. If x increases, okay, if P point move on the circle, then x increases as the multiple of 2 pi. Okay, integral multiple of 2 pi. Clear? So dear children, here we can say that the value of sine and cosine function is unchanged. Here we observe that x is integral multiple of 2 pi, because after one revaluation they come back the same position. Okay, so we can say the sine and cosine function is unchanged. So here we can write cos 2n pi plus x equal to cos x and sin 2n pi plus x equal to sin x. Okay, because here we see that after one complete reevaluation the point P is reached the same point. So x is increased as the integral multiple of 2 pi. So therefore sine and cosine function is unchanged. Clear? And next here we see that the value of cos 0 degree as 0 is 0. Okay. Sine, the value of sine 0 degree, okay, is 0. And again after pi it will be 0. So write sine pi equal to 0. Again add the 2 pi. Okay. Next is 2 pi equal to 0. And similarly in 3 pi sine 3 pi equal to 0, sine 4 pi equal to 0. So now we will observe that the value is multiple of pi. Okay, is 0. Integral multiple of integer means pi is 0. So here we can write from the above written discussion the value of sine x equal to 0 if x equal to integral multiple of n pi, where n belong to integer. Why is integer? Second, because here angle is clock and anti-clockwise both. Okay, so if the point B rotate anti-clockwise, then its value is negative. So we will here integer. And similarly here we observe the value of cos pi by 2 is 0. Pi by 2 equal to 0. And next here is 0. And next is on this point is 0. So cos 3 pi by 2 equal to 0. And next is cos 5 pi by 2 equal to 0. And next is cos 7 pi by 2 equal to 0. Okay, so on this observation we observe that the value of cos is 0 at the odd multiple of pi by 2. Okay, the value of cos function is 0 at odd integral multiple of multiple. So we can write the value of cos x equal to 0 where x is odd multiple. Odd multiple means 2n plus 1 pi by 2 where n belong to integer. Okay, n belong to integer. So this is, remember that the value of sine is 0 every integer multiple of pi, and the value of cos is 0 every odd integer of pi by 2. So dear children, I hope you will understood this concept after watching my video. Okay, thank you.
निकाल के सब बात